Hey guys, it's me again. Um, my video is gonna be a little different. There's, it's gonna be more like what I think kind of thing from something that happened. So I heard the for the Batman the Killing Joke movie, not the actual book, but the movie, Batman the Killing Joke movie, that they were gonna have Batman Batgirl be having a physical relationship. If people don't get what that means, I hope people do, but you know, that means that they're the they have sex. Now and they're pretty much in a some kind of relationship. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but uh, I guess it was a lot of backlash from that and a lot of controversy. Yeah, and just the thing is, though, do I agree with it? No, I do not. I think Batman and Batgirl don't belong together. You know, I mean, Batman belongs maybe with people or women such as, well, Catwoman, maybe even Talia when she's not being a supervillain, and heck, even Wonder Woman. I mean, well, though maybe not Wonder Woman, but I could kind of understand. Just the thing is that I just don't think that the kind of relationship. Some people going, "Oh my God, it's a father-daughter relationship." No, it's not. I don't agree with it, but it's not a father-daughter relationship. It's like Barbara Gordon, Commissioner James Gordon. That is a father and daughter relationship. You know, Batman Batgirl's more mentor mentee relationship. Uh, I mean, and those things do happen, and I've seen those in movies and stuff. So, I mean, it's just yeah. And there's a scene where Batman Batgirl had sex on a rooftop. I've seen a little snippet of the video of it, and somebody's like, "Oh my gosh, she's grabbing his junk," And I saw that, and I was like, "No." Like maybe right to here to the abs, like her hands go, and it's like, I maybe she saw a different video, maybe I don't know, but you know, besides it's rated R. You know, if you're having your kids watch it, you're an idiot. I'm sorry, but it's rated R. you know, if you know, uh, and of course it's like, oh, she's in a bra. It's like, so I've seen worse in rated R movies. I've actually seen like nudity in movies before. So, uh, just be happy there wasn't any nudity. Um, and I mean, just you know, and there was a huge thing, and people going, "Oh, people can't take her seriously now because she's pining over Batman." Um, no. Um, what are you talking about? I mean, it takes two to tango. You know, it's like, hello, takes two people to have sex, and you're worried about Batgirl's image. Really? Somebody even said that, well, that makes Batgirl look like she deserves to get shot. It's like, no, it doesn't. What kind of weird ass world do you live in? First of all, oh my god. Sorry, but this just drives me nuts. It's like I'm trying to wrap my head around this. It's like people just don't like it, so they're just saying just stupid crap to explain their reasoning. You know, my reasoning? It's just they don't belong together. That's it. You know? I don't go off making up crap. I mean, it's like, oh, she's pining over him. She probably has a crush on him. And you know what? I've had crushes on girls. I mean, never did anything. Does that make me look bad? No. And if I had had consensual sex with one of them, would that have made me look bad? Because I had a crush on them? No. As long as it was consensual sex. I mean, so you know, I just really don't get it. It's just you know, I mean, I've had crushes on girls my age and all this, and and I didn't, you know, and it's like, I mean, obviously nothing happened with any of them, but if I had, let's say, had sex with one of them, would that have made me look bad? No. Or if maybe one of the girls around my age had sex with me, does that make them look bad? No. As long as it was consensual sex. And on that rooftop scene in that movie, it was consensual. It was consensual. And somebody even said, like, it makes Batgirl look like she deserved it. No, it doesn't. How does having consensual sex with somebody make her more deserving to get shot and pretty much victimized by the Joker? It's like, you know, how does that even. I don't think people know what they're talking about. I really do. I mean, I don't agree with the direction they did. I don't agree with it, but I'm not gonna get bent out of shape. I don't agree with it, but I'm not gonna get bent out of shape about it. I'm not gonna overthink it. And that's what people are doing. They're overthinking it and they're just spouting off stuff. And there are even some people that are spouting off about wrong stuff, wrong information. And I'm not even going to repeat those because I don't want there to be internet rumors going around. Especially since I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really say. But I found some pretty false information. Like, it was like, what? And I even looked those up, and it was like, no. So, mm-mm. Uh, but this is just from people's reactions, and I don't want to say they fucked up, as most people say. I just say that I just don't agree. That's it. Um, I don't think that with that saying they're going to ruin the entire movie. I mean, if it becomes less of a movie, more of a soap opera, then, but I heard that they actually wanted to make the pretty much the later half of the movie just being about the Killing Joke. First half is Batgirl. So you still get the Killing Joke. It's just, and people are getting bent out of shape about the sex scene. Yeah, it's like, but you guys are fine with the violence and the gore that is portrayed in the Killing Joke. It's like people want to see the Killing Joke. People love it. And I'm not saying it's a bad joke. Sorry. A bad book. I'm not saying it's a bad book. But, you know, when you're saying that you don't like the sex scene, but yet you like the violence and stuff, but you want to see the violence and stuff that was in the book, don't you think that's a little bit hypocritical? And somebody's like saying, no, this is the only reason why they made it rated R. No! Oh my god! The reason why they made it rated R is because the Killing Joke can't be done with any other ratings. I'm sorry, but people are just overreacting. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I'm not going to get bent out of shape about it. I'm mostly getting bent out of shape by the people who are like over dramatizing it. There are a lot of dramatization about it, and I've heard something where one of the like co-writers, something Brian Azzarelli, when a fan would like said something like, oh, about having, shacks and all this, kind of snippy like, and shouldn't be doing that because I've learned that you need to, even though you don't agree with somebody, you need to still treat them with respect. And, Brian Azzarelli even said, who said that? And when no one answered, he called them a pussy. You know, and people are like, oh, we gotta call him pussy because he didn't agree. And Azzarelli tweeted out that that's not the case. He said he called him pussy because when he asked who said it, they didn't have the balls to answer. And, it's like, honestly, I've been picked on before. And when I would, people would say things about me behind my back, and when I would go face this person, this person wouldn't even say anything. This person would say nothing. And so it's like, really, and they're pussies for doing it, plain and simple. They didn't have the balls to say what they had said behind my back to my face, They didn't have the guts to say it to my face. And now, do I think he should have said that, though? No. Just because it's he's, it's, I just think it was just tempers were flaring. And I think it was just when they got upset and their reaction and the way they were doing it maybe got him upset. So did he call everybody in the room pussies? No. Just that one person that didn't have the guts to say, And I hate it when people are snippy like that, And can't really say or do anything about it. It's it's done. I don't know. It's very controversial, and I mean, because maybe he shouldn't have said it because his position in you know in DC Comics, just because you're making the everybody look bad with your by calling a fan a pussy. It's but I do kind of get why. He's probably upset because no one even said it to his face. I mean, would I say to Bruce Timm, Brian Azzarelli, like, I don't agree with the Batman Batgirl thing, relationship? Yeah, I would say to their face, but would I be snippy or anything else to them? No. Because they tried to do something for the fans. And sometimes you miss. I mean, just be happy with what they did. And, I just think people need to be more polite. You know, and so, just, you know, if you don't agree with something, you can say it. You can even tweet it. But should you be snippy or pissed off? No. No. Because you should be appreciative of what they did. They didn't have to do a movie of the Killing Joke. And honestly, there are worse things in that book than that one scene. I mean, and while I don't agree with it, I think I kind of get it, why they did it. They probably want to make the scenes between Batman and Batgirl more powerful, you know, especially after she got shot, you know, and they probably wanted to, you know, make it a little bit more personal for Batman when he goes after the Joker, after what he did to her. Um, yeah, I think that's what they were kind of aiming at. Um, they should have done it. They probably shouldn't have done it, but I'm just gonna say that I don't like it. I mean, I don't agree with that, but I mean, I'm still excited for the movie and really excited to see what it is. And I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't say for sure, but I've but there wasn't anything more like you know I don't know, as long as it doesn't go too soap opera-y. I mean, and just the thing is was that somebody even said like, oh, it's gonna make Batgirl look like she deserves it. No. uh no, it doesn't. you know what are you, slut shaming Batgirl? It's like, if somebody in real life, if a girl in real life had sex with somebody, and then just a few days later gets shot and practically raped, would you say she deserved it? Because she just had sex a few days before with somebody else? No. Well, God, I hope not. Because I would hate to think what kind of society we live in. It's another thing. It's a story. You know, it's it's one thing disagreeing with their direction, but it's a whole nother thing when you're getting pissed off over something like this. So I'm mostly pissed off at some of the fans for like over dramatizing, people going on YouTube saying how bad this is, and it's like, and they're worried about what it makes Batgirl look like. It's like, what about Batman? Two-way street here. I mean, I don't think it really, yeah. I mean, really, I'm mostly mad at the fans, because as much as they've got the right to say that they disagree with it, and I do too, but they don't need to be snippy and mean about it. And I've heard things where fans had disagreed with what writers or artists had done. They had received death threats. And I've heard things like that before. I haven't heard anything about this movie of people receiving death threats. Which, God, I hope not. But I'm just saying this for a couple other things. I remember I heard something about something for Marvel, like they did something with the first issue of Captain America. And, well, the current first issue of Captain America, not the ones from way back then, but, I guess it was currently there was a first issue of Captain America, and, and I guess a lot of fans didn't like it, and something happened, and a bunch of people at Marvel had received death threats. And there was something about Batgirl too, like one of the issues of Batgirl, like there's a variant art or something that people didn't like, and it, it was like a variant art, and people didn't like these comics received death threats, from what I heard. I've heard a couple things like that, and I think that is over dramatizing, and I think that is stupid, honestly. You shouldn't be. No, like, their job is to entertain the fans, and if the fans don't agree, what? They like get death threats. That's stupid. You can say what you disagree with something. It's fine. You can disagree with something, but don't go nuts about it. And people need to think before they speak, honestly. Because, what? Is Batgirl gonna deserve to get shot in this movie? No. Over that? No. I think it's dumb to even think that. No. Sure, I haven't seen the movie, so people might go, well, you haven't seen the movie, so you need to. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna get any worse than that, or else people would have said it. Um, so, I'm gonna see the movie, judge it for myself, whenever I can. Could be weeks from now, something, I don't know, but I'm just saying, I don't agree with it. And the kind of message I want to get across to people is be appreciative of the people in the comics industry and in the entertainment industry. You know, be appreciative. Sometimes you won't agree. That's fine. And you can talk about it as civilized people. But don't go nuts and don't go trying to justify what you think so that other people can think that way too. No. You know, and it's just like by saying that Batgirl deserves it. No one deserves to get shot and being victimized by the Joker like that or by anybody else, like including real life. Like, you know, if you really think like this for imaginary people, would you think this for real people? I mean, really, they're still victims. They're still victims. It's like, I mean, I've heard somebody say that. I mean, it's very controversial. So, which I'm sure tempers were flaring a little bit. And you just don't go nuts about it. I mean, this is getting to be 26 minutes. It's complete bull that fans had to react this way. There's no reason for it. Just because you don't agree with something, don't go stinking doing it. I mean, if the fans hadn't been doing all this, and if I haven't seen those videos, I probably wouldn't have, because it would have been pretty short. Like, well, I don't agree with their direction, and it would have been like 2 minutes, But it's just, it's just, I just think the fans, for the most part, overreacted and people overreacted, you know, and including these people who I've seen on YouTube, they haven't even seen the movie, so it's like, how can you even be saying this? I mean, I do have to see the movie, so I'm not gonna, but just give it a chance. And it's just very controversial, and while I don't like it, I don't agree with it, but I think I kind of do why they did it. And it just, people need to keep a clear head about these things. Keep open-minded. People need to be open-minded about it. And so and it's just, people are just bashing DC Comics for this, and it's like, I don't like it. I really don't. Just because, because the fans overreacted, I think. It's one thing to not like it, but it's a whole other thing when you're being a miserable person because of it, just like when somebody said something and when they're asked to speak up, and they don't say anything because they don't have the guts to say anything. I would probably be pissed off too, but I do think Brian Azzarello probably shouldn't have said that, um, he probably shouldn't have said that. But I'm sure with their tempers flaring, and it was just a bad atmosphere all around, probably at the panel. So, at the panel at Comic Con. So, whew, I mean, and you know, I mean, it's just people overreacted, I think, and just people needed to calm down, you know, and it's just, yeah, people overreacted with this, I think. So, I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. It's a little bit more of a rant than anything, but I just want people to be open minded, be respectful. I mean, this is the kind of person I am. Respect people. And there are people that say that, oh, I can do better. Why don't you? That's right, because your stories probably suck. You know, hey, sorry, but, you know, because I've heard things like that too. Like, well, I can do better. And it's like, why don't you? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you're not noticed because your stories probably suck. I mean, I hate to say that, but, you know, it's just people can be, talking out of both sides of, talking out of both sides. Like, it's like, you know, they're bagging on this one person and they're saying that, oh, I can do this, but yet no one likes that. So it's like, really? So people will like it, even though no one does like it, And, and let's not forget, Bruce Timm actually brought up successful shows like Batman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, Justice League shows. So it's, and he's done a lot of these great movies too. Let's not forget that. And, you know, and Brian Azzarelli did a lot of great books too. I mean, I loved his run on Wonder Woman. He's doing the DK3, the Master Race, you know, and I liked I liked what he did for Batman Broken City, and there's a bunch more he did. Um, so I mean, I just think people need to calm down and to stop taking it so seriously. You can disagree with it all you like, but don't be miserable about it. Don't be mean about it. Be respectful. You may disagree with it, that's your right. But don't go off the mouth about it, Think before you speak. Oh, my goodness. It's like, Batgirl, Batman having sex. I mean, have that physical relationship. They're both consenting adults, you know. Batman's probably in his late 20s, early 30s, maybe mid 30s. I don't know. I don't know what kind of age range he is in the movie. Batgirl's probably in the early 20s. So they're both consenting adults, you know. Uh, it's, yeah, it's just too. Mm, I'm just sick and tired of hearing people complain about it when they're just spouting off stuff that doesn't even make any sense. It's like, oh, I hope that's rated R. It's like, hello, you can't do the book with it being rated R. Like, you can't even do the book if it's rated PG-13 or something below that. You can't. It'd be pretty much impossible for you to do. So Batman the Killing Joke has to be rated R. Um, so so what I'm asking is, do you agree with what they did? Do you agree with me even? Let me know, comments below. And I'll get back to you later, and I promise, well, I shouldn't say promise, but promise I'll try to make my next video a lot more exciting. So, yeah. Bye.